think I'm frozen.
Oh, you are.
I am.
You are frozen.
Oh, that's so weird.
That happened. Oh, it's just me. She'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Just hold on one moment. We're having some technical difficulties with our co host, Chrissy Johnston, but she will be returning momentarily. Welcome to June's episode of Mentali-Tea. Who's watching? Let us know you're watching. Send us some love, some waves, some highs. Tell us where you're watching from. That would be great. We're in different cities, but you might be in a different state. We love to know what you're watching on. Are you on Facebook? Are you on YouTube? Are you on Twitch? Where are you watching this show from? Feel free to pop that in the comments. Even if you come in and catch the replay, still do the same thing. We love to see it. We're going to see it. We're going to go and look, and we're going to comment. And thank you for joining us. So we hope everybody has been enjoying the change of season and weather. It was pretty hot yesterday, and today it's not. So great day for tea. Probably should be iced tea and not hot tea, but I have hot tea, and I know Chrissy has hot tea, and we're just waiting on Chrissy to come on back in here. Shout out to Martha, who's holding it down backstage. What's up, Martha? She is running the show this evening, and we are so grateful when she can pop in and lend us her time and talents. Hey, Martha. Awesome. Excited. I believe I'm going to see you very soon, like a couple of weeks from now. Am I going to see you very soon, like in person, like eyeball to eyeball? I feel like that's happening in the next couple of weeks. Yeah, that's going to be fun. So some of the B-side family, B-side studios, is getting together um, for a secret meeting. Shh. But we got a little meetup. We're going to do some things while we meet up.
Okay, I don't know what happened. I'm sorry. My computer just decided to stop working, so now I had to log on from my telephone.
It's okay.
I don't like that.
Well, it's all right. I had to put my sexy voice on for the people.
Oh, I see. You put the after hours.
For after
The
hours.
after hours voice. I
Evening.
got you.
Hello, King Eric. Thank you for joining us. Ooh, I'm going to see you. Ooh, 2 days, King Eric. I'm going to see eyeball to eyeball. I just said that. So excited. I'll tell you about that later. And of course, I got my Queen's Cup tonight.
Which cup you got? I see now this is the problem. I go from my phone. I can't see nothing. Oh, okay, Queen.
I pulled out the Queen's Cup. I'll tell you why. And,
please do.
In a little while. Welcome. I welcome the peoples.
Hello. Thank you for welcoming the peoples. I'm going to try this again from my computer. We're going to see if it's going to work. But in the interim, I will be on my phone. Hey, we get double pictures here. Picture in picture. So we get the feedback, and then it's going to be like,
Oh.
So let's see. We'll give it one more try on the laptop and see what happens.
Uh-oh.
So then hey, there I am. Great. Let me leave this one.
Okay.
All right. Awesome.
Awesome.
You're right. Okay, great.
You're
wonderful.
There.
Hi.
Hi.
Look. I'm here. Can you hear me? No, you can't hear me.
Frozen. Yes, I can hear you. I heard you.
Now you can hear me.
I heard you the first time.
I had the wrong earbuds in.
Oh, I see.
Lord. All right, y'all. Sorry.
Awesome.
This is what happened when we go an hour earlier. I just
It
all sorts of
is an
messed up.
hour earlier.
It is,
And I'm like, I'm not used to having to close the blinds a little bit. It
right?
is an hour earlier. So while I was welcoming the people, I told them to let us know if they were watching and to tell us where they were watching from,
Yes, please
even
do.
if they catch the replay, because we'll still see the comments and be able to thank them for watching. But
It's true.
um,
It's true. It's
we're
true.
in different cities. We're in the same state, but
Yep.
you watching may not be. So I would love to know where
Yeah. I
you're from.
did notice we have like 241 followers or something like that. So I'd like to know where y'all at? Where
Yep.
y'all at? Let's
Where
see.
they at though?
Yeah, where they at? Are you watching? Are you listening?
I know a lot of people catch the replay on live podcasts.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of that. I'm not watching you
Yeah.
live because you might see that I'm watching live, and then you're gonna say, "Hey, where you from?" and say something, and I might be like, "I'm in the car. What are you talking about?" So I am definitely guilty of catching the replays of live shows, so that I don't get
That's fair.
singled out because
That's
I only
fair.
want attention when I want attention.
Well, I mean, that's fair. That is fair.
Okay. When I don't want
Okay.
attention, I don't want attention. So
Exactly.
that's my truth.
Exactly.
I'm
That
just
is your, I
here being
mean,
transparent. And that's
we are
that.
all about, we are about transparency.
I know thine self, and thine self don't want to get pointed out unless I said hey in the comments, and then you can engage. Otherwise, do not engage. Anywho.
Anywho, so I saw your coffee mug. What are you
Ah,
drinking?
well, obviously not coffee because I don't drink
Well,
coffee. And
no.
this is Mentali-Tea, so we're not drinking that.
Well,
Um,
yeah.
I
I
pulled out
can't
the
call it a
queen
tea
mug.
mug. That would be a little weird to call
Yes.
it a tea
Well,
mug.
they're all tea mugs for me. Tonight I am drinking, I picked this little ditty up. Um
Tazo, we're waiting for you to sponsor us. Tazo,
yeah, let's
Yogi, you know.
see what we
What
got.
is it? What is it? It's the great mystery.
Almost.
Come on. Come on, Tazo. Wild
Here we
sweet
go.
orange. Ooh.
Wild sweet orange.
Okay.
And it smells amazing. I
Mm-hmm.
smell more orange than I'm picking up,
Okay.
but it's only like, I'm only doing 1 spoon of honey. I'm still on
Okay.
one, just one. But
Okay.
it smells more orange than it tastes. I'm getting the
Okay.
orange, but I got a feeling this will be amazing cold.
Oh, iced tea.
I
That
think
would be
this will be
nice.
better cold
Well, I
than
mean,
it
we are
is.
heading into summer,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. I feel like it will be better cold than hot, but it's still really good. And I'm still getting all the citrusy, and the honey is kicking it off. And maybe that's what's throwing me off. But
oh,
yeah,
maybe,
I am.
maybe.
I'm pleased. I'm satisfied with
Good.
this purchase. Uh,
That's the important part.
and I already bought the box for next month.
Oh, okay, overachiever. Look at
Although I
you.
might
You
I
girl.
might remix something and make it cold because I got a few that do well. Once they get chilled, you get down to the last of the cup, and it's like, if I put an ice cube in
Mm.
this, this
Right?
will hit. So
There
yeah.
you go.
Anyway, so what are you
Yep.
drinking tonight?
Well, first I got to show off my Pride mug. Happy Pride Month to our Pride
It is
fans out
true.
there. This is your month to shine. We love you. We support you. We are allies. And I actually changed it up. I still did yogi, but I did
Ah, I have
calming
that one as well.
to help soothe mild tension. And you know what I
Mm.
love about yogi, even though they're not sponsoring us yet, yogi. Um, cough, cough. I love that their tea bags come
They
with
have the
little
messages.
sayings. They have
I
little
was
sayings on them.
I was looking at my bag like, where's my message? And I forgot.
Tazo, don't do
Tazo,
that.
not you.
Mm-mm.
Definitely.
So here is what Yogi says for
What
today.
do you say?
Be guided. Listen to the whispers of the universe. So there you go. Listen to the whispers of the universe. That's your yogi talking today.
So the whisper I just heard said, ask her what kind of t-shirt she got on. And that's what I'm gonna do.
Ooh.
What are you
What's-
rocking today?
Okay, hold on. We got to see if I can mirror this though, because
Uh-oh.
otherwise you're
I
not
can
going to be
see
able to.
it. I can see it from here.
Can you?
Now mine is
because
not,
then I
but
could be
I can
able.
read yours
But
straight.
see, like I could read yours straight on.
I can read yours
I
straight.
can't read mine straight on. Oh,
Oh,
okay. Well,
okay.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah, I
All
think
right.
it's
So mine says, teaching kindness makes me smile.
oh,
Be kind to everyone.
adorable. Adorable.
I love your shirt though.
Adulting, 1 star, would not recommend. That is
I 100% agree. I think that's one too many stars on that shirt, but
would not recommend. I guess
Where-
that's the lowest rating you can give it. But cheers to June.
cheers to
Cheers to
June.
June.
Yay.
Awesome.
Mm-mm.
That's good.
It's a special month this month for many reasons.
Yes, it
Outside of
is.
Pride Month, it's someone's birthday this month. I don't know. Somebody.
Are you listening to the whispers of the universe?
I am. The whispers of the universe are telling me it's somebody's birthday this month.
By the time you
In
all
this-
see us again, I would have taken another revolution around this wonderful planet. Earth is ghetto, though, but I I'll be just a little bit older than
Just
they.
Yeah. So.
And definitely a lot wiser, that's for sure. And to commemorate my first gift to myself for this month, because I've already got my emails of the free burger, free pizza, free ice cream, free coffee, free drink, free donut, free
100%.
appetizer, free dessert. My gift to myself this month, pow.
Oh, yeah, she did. There you go.
I've been a club member of Sam's for many, many years, and we've crossed over.
I love this. I'm so proud.
We've crossed over. We can go anywhere now and get gas. So I'm anticipating needing gas a lot this summer, and I want to stop wherever I need to stop. So that was my gift to myself this month, and it came with a gift card to go with it.
I mean,
and I got it on Groupon, so I got it at a discount anyway.
There you go. Happy birthday to you.
Cheers. Right.
Cheers. Cheers to that. Cheers to that.
Anywho.
Love that. All right. So
sip and spill.
Yep.
Check in.
Let's check in.
We're checking in. You got some personal tea?
I actually had a therapy appointment today.
Amen.
I did.
Did you tell her this?
Yeah, she already knows. She already knows. She may have created that shirt.
Yeah.
But no, I had my therapy session today. It went really well. Thank you. Dealing with some stuff that I need to work on. Some traumas from the past that came out today that I've got to work through some more, but very nice. I got some healing tears out of the way. It was cleansing. It was wonderful. And, just stuff to work on. But it got me prepared for tonight. All right. So now I'm clear here. Now I can focus here. I got my tea.
Calming tea.
Calming tea after a deep, tiring, exhausting session with the therapist, but a good one at that. So that's how you know it's a good. That's how you know it's a good session when you leave just like emotionally drained. I know it sounds terrible.
Girl power behind the engine tonight with Martha.
Seriously, yes, Martha.
Yeah, so that's good. I'm good.
What about you? You've had a lot going on all these months. How's since the last time we saw you?
Personal tea is I'm on break. I am on a break, a self-imposed, self-guided break, self-care break. Let's do that. And unless one particular thing happens, I'm gonna be on break until I'm gonna be on break until at least July 1st, unless something else happens. This is where we are. So call it a rest stop. I didn't want to call it a rest stop. It's not. It don't feel like a vacation because I'm at home most of the
Yeah.
time. So I can't really call it a rest stop. But this is a break, and this is where we are
This is where we
now.
are.
Do I feel like I'm without activity? Absolutely not. Because I was in Pilates this morning.
Okay,
And then I was
Pilates.
at the farmer's market, and then I was on the walking trail, and then I was at brunch with my mama, and then
Okay.
it was 10 more things that happened, and I got a suitcase to pack because King Eric. I
Where
was
are we going?
my flight to Atlanta is this weekend. We are going to support one of our directors, Miss Naisha, Queen Naisha, who is
Nice.
competing for another crown, and some of our ultimate team is going to support her. So
Okay.
it is not a working trip.
Oh, you gotta love that. So you could actually go and enjoy yourself.
I'm not working.
You're not working. Not that
There's
you
a
don't
dinner.
enjoy yourself when you're there doing
There's a
pageant stuff,
dinner.
but you don't have to work. You don't have to
That's it.
plan, schedule, coordinate.
There's a dinner and a pageant.
That's it.
I'm not the cook nor the competitor.
There you go. There you go.
But I got a whole bunch of outfits and 2 makeup appointments, and I'm gonna be fly when I hop off the plane. Yeah, and then my good buddy Jessica,
Oh, you see her?
who will happen to be out of town the same time I'm out of town, but comes back the day I leave. So we're gonna hook up. We're hooking up for brunch before I hop this plane back here, and I made sure I got a late flight.
There you go.
So that I can do that. So I'm excited about seeing the ultimate crew.
I love it.
Our royal court and our directors, Naisha and April, and sitting down and crossing my leg.
Oh, that's gonna be great.
Because that's what I'm gonna do is take pictures. It's gonna be a whole bunch of posts. Because I ain't working. I'm gonna be posting. That's what I'm doing.
I love that. You know, wear a crown. You should wear your crown too.
We have to, because this is also an appearance. So of course.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Crown is in the carry-on. I got the Wonder Woman case. This is what we're doing. So
that's perfect.
So
that's perfect.
That's the highlight.
I love it.
Has anything helped or challenged you or been discovered this month?
Being on summer break.
Discoveries. Oh, you know what that
summer
is?
Break.
You on a break?
I'm on a break. Yes,
but you got a new title.
Summer break, huh?
You just got a new title though.
I did give. Wait, I did. I did. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I saw a new title. I'm like, what break? You just got a job. What you talking about? You don't know how to break, Chrissy.
No,
but I know that's different. That's a different
summer break from school.
Okay.
That's good.
What day does the pool open? That's all I'm trying to find out.
Listen.
Because we ain't had time.
Listen, I need Best Way to send me my 2 parts that they forgot to send me so that I can fill this. It's ready. I just need to fill it with water. But I can't do that without the 2 pieces I need. So
I will bring a bucket.
Let's go.
I'm just trying to sit with you. Just want to sit with you.
It's ready to get filled. It's set up.
Excellent.
I just got to put the water in it and we're good.
Well, while I'm on break and you on break, we need to.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll have a break in the pool.
You go.
We'll float like we did last time. We were floating and we were.
I mean, legs white as snow, and I'm talking about mine. Okay, white legs. I shriveled up under the sun.
Oh, we were in that pool a long time.
Just wrinkled. Should have been tan. It didn't happen. It was some reverse no, not Scientology. It was some reverse science happening in that water because I did not tan under the sun. I was white when I left.
We were in that water a long time. We were floating on opposite ends of everywhere. It just,
I mean, the DJ was amazing. DJ Chris.
Oh, yeah.
DJ was amazing. 90s music beats everything.
100%.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So,
100%. 90s R&B and hip hop every time.
Maybe the 70s. I don't know. But 90s, yeah, for sure. But it was nothing but bangers. Refreshments. The valet came out.
The pool boy
Right.
was there. The pool boy was there.
Dang. Amazing.
We'll do it again.
Yeah,
We'll do it
that was
again.
a
We'll have
great
another
series.
round. We'll have another round. But oh my God. What
Um,
about you? What
TV.
okay.
TV has been my helper
Oh God. Are we on the
this
Hallmark Channel?
last month. Because I spent a whole lot of time with Mama.
Mhm.
Whole lot of time. And I rewatched. It was her for the first time, but I rewatched Bridgerton.
Oh, I've heard
And that
about
was
that
three,
show.
three seasons of Bridgerton. And
Okay.
Angel Fire Creations and Thames and Threads uh, designer, she's sitting there with a sketchbook. And I'm like, I got
Mm.
fabric for that. I got fabric for that.
No.
I got fabric for that. What are we doing? So I'm taking this cute jacket with me that was done in
Nice.
the last
Okay.
month. It's a very, very Cape style hooded number. Um, but yeah, we were just sketching and laughing. So we watched Bridgerton, rewatch for me. We watched The Empress,
Okay.
rewatch for me. So more outfit, different dresses, different style. That was Austria. The other one was,
Okay.
London. So
Uh-huh.
it was a lot of girl time, fashion, clothes, all that.
Okay.
But
Okay. Okay.
TV, it was TV.
Well,
So
there you go. I mean, that's something. I've heard about Bridgerton,
mhm.
and I have heard that I should watch it because I hear that there's really good-looking gentlemen on that show.
It's quite interesting and very multicultural, unlike
Okay.
what the previews or you know snippets will show you. It's very multicultural.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, but I didn't realize until I saw that because I watched it last year and I kind
Mhm.
of got to binge all of them right before the third season came out. I didn't realize how much I like period pieces.
Oh,
Because
interesting.
after I watched Bridgerton, I had to watch Queen Charlotte, and I was like glued to the screen.
Oh, okay.
And that is definitely more multicultural. It's a lot
Mm.
browner. It's a lot more melanin there. But then I watched The Empress, and then I watched Lydia Poet, first
Okay.
female lawyer in Italy. It's like what?
You're just finding all sorts of things to
I
watch.
know. And then
Okay.
it was like 4 or 5 other series that I was just going through, like Netflix, Hulu, Roku,
There you
Prime.
go.
What we got? I don't know, but I didn't realize it. But sitting and watching it with my mom, a lot of it is one fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Duh, for me, it's fashion.
Mm-hmm.
It's also culture and seeing how different um, the expectations of society were for women. Because
Oh,
we,
absolutely.
they weren't supposed to be speaking. They
Mm-mm.
didn't have authority. There were no
Right.
whatever. And all of these shows that I've named have women that are knocking them walls down.
Mm-hmm.
They're not doing that. We're not going to do that. And there's
Mm-mm.
a whole lot of opposition to
Yeah.
toxic masculinity in every one of those series. So they're changing the
Isn't
culture,
that
it's
interesting?
shifting society, and that is the biggest pull. And they look amazing at it.
They look
And the
amazing
hair
while
is,
doing
are you kidding me? Hair
it.
immaculate, makeup flawless, outfit drip.
Mm.
And she said, "No, I'm not."
Yeah. Oh, not.
And what more? What
Uh,
more could you love about that? So
that's
yeah,
true.
that's my helper this month. Um, what's in
Well,
your
that's
cup
good.
right now
Besides tea.
besides
Um,
tea?
oh, what is in my cup right now? Oh boy. I want to say a little bit of excitement and a little bit of just, you know, I want to say calmness, but that's not the right word.
Technically, that's what's in
I
your
mean, technically that's the yes. But I don't know. I feel like I'm in that moment where I have days where I'm not really doing anything and I feel like I should be doing something because I don't know how to just
because it's a
not
break.
do anything. It's a break.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
I don't know how to handle that, but it's okay. It just takes some adjusting and I will adjust. But, a lot of fun things happening. this summer. A lot of fun things happening. Well, we send Monica back to school on Sunday, taking her back down to
Already?
no, so for 3 weeks.
Okay.
Because she was the Golden Apple recipient, so she's got to do her Scholar Institute down in Blooming. They placed her at a middle school in Normal, Illinois. So she's actually going to be staying on Illinois Wesleyan's campus, which is the other school she wanted to go to. But yeah, she'll be student teaching at a middle school for 3 weeks. And
that's amazing.
Yep. Getting some experience. To hear those
stories.
Yeah.
And then she'll be right back.
And then she'll be back, and then we're going on our trip to New York for Jasmine's graduation gift. Enjoy! Jasmine graduated. Now she's off to high school.
I found a picture, and it's in my phone. Remind me to text it to you. I found a artwork from Jasmine. It was a sloth on a branch, and she signed it and dated it, and I was like,
oh.
I got to send this to Chrissy. I got to send you that. The
yes,
artist, artist formula.
Yeah, artist formula. Yes. Right. Yeah.
So,
what's in your cup? You got a lot of things going on.
Rest.
Good.
Rest is in my cup. I have been consistent with the exception of any day I had to have a meeting prior to no more work. I've been consistent with my therapy, with Pilates, with my classes. I've started back walking on the trail. Now that it's warming up, it's time to get back in the pool. I was going to try that tomorrow, but I got a massage. Technically, I could go before I go get the massage, but it's like, let me think about it. But, yeah, it's time to get back in the pool.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to go to bed earlier, even though I don't have to get up in the morning.
Yeah.
And when I say earlier, I mean like 1. So I'm trying to 1 o'clock, at least be trying to pretend like I'm closing my eyes.
Yeah.
Even if I'm still scrolling, because that's part of my routine. But trying to get back into 1. Now that my house is mostly back together, we're about to pull this ball back out, and we're gonna be rolling around.
Okay.
Gonna be rolling around at the end of the night. So rest is guaranteed for me. I can get some stretching in before bed.
There you go.
Yeah, or at least before the countdown to bed. But that's what's in my cup.
Good.
What are you pouring out?
Nothing.
Just gonna keep all? You gonna keep everything?
Just keep it all in. I ain't pouring nothing out. No. I don't know. I'm pouring me out.
Okay.
I'm pouring me out. I don't know.
No. you are up to here.
I'm up to here. No, I don't know. I'm just pouring out. My goal that I would like to do is, because my school year was so crazy and I was so busy and I felt like I had no time for my friends at all.
No.
None.
No.
Zero. Zippo.
Zilch. Nada.
Well, yeah, because by the time I got home, my social battery was so depleted. And when my social battery is depleted, I am not any fun.
Understood.
It's not at that point, not quality time spent with me. It's just, obligation at that point. So
nobody wants to keep that.
Nobody. And so I want to be able to make up for lost time with my friends that I normally would talk to quite frequently, and just kind of pour myself out a little bit. Like, hey, y'all, hi, I'm back. Sprinkle, sprinkle. At least until August, and then I start all over again, and I'll see you in 9 months. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Catch you in 9 months after August.
Oh my God. Not sprinkle, not Chrissy sprinkle.
I mean, I just trying to pour some quality time out with those that I haven't been able to see or talk to for ever in a
That's
day.
nice. It's very thoughtful and considerate of
So
those of us who've been deprived.
you know what? Listen, I'm working on it. Okay, I'm
It's
filling the
fine.
pool. I'm gonna be filling the pool,
appreciate
and you'll be the
the
first person.
consideration.
You'll be the first person on the reservation list. Okay.
Appreciate it.
What are you pouring out, ma'am?
Anxiety.
Oh my gosh.
Because I don't know what's next.
Yeah.
The
The unknown.
I don't know what's next. And that is a reality that sinks in a little more every day.
Mm-hmm.
And because I made a conscious decision to rest and not look for the next thing, to actually take a break so that my break is not full of, trying to get to the next thing. This is a real break. This is not applying. This is not interviews. This is not this is a break.
Yeah.
And I'm blessed to be in a position financially to do that.
Yeah.
And say, hey, self-care is going to have to come first right now.
100%.
Let's take some time and let's, reassess, reposition, rebuild, and see what happens. I know what I want to do. But I also know that I need this break. So that's why I said, unless one thing in particular happens, no, I'm on break. So pouring out anxiety about being without, losing time, being behind the ball. No, this is all factored into what I need right now.
There you go.
Yeah. And I love to be in control of situations. So not being in control of a situation, it's like, well, what can I control in this situation? I can rest.
What can I control that I can't control?
Right.
What can I control in this uncontrollable situation?
Yeah.
Yeah. I get you.
And also I had a moment, was that yesterday? It was. I've had a couple of moments though, where this is not what I planned to do today, but okay, I guess this is what we're doing. And live in that moment without stressing about, what I thought I would do. I don't have a schedule no more.
Okay.
Like, it's like I made the schedule. I can change it.
That's true. That's true.
So, fluidity
Fluidity
is definitely not something I'm accustomed to on a regular basis. But I'm finding it.
You will get there. You will get there. You will adjust. This is just a hump, little hump in the bump in the road. Get over it.
Yeah.
And like it's like the yogi said, listen to the whispers in the universe. Be guided. So there you go.
All right. What are you not doing this month?
I know I gotta say no to things, don't I?
What are you not doing this month? Anything you're saying no to?
Well, there's really not a lot on my calendar right now that I've said yes to. So,
not feeling
anything work related, I'm going to say no to. Because there was an opportunity for us to come in over the summer to do some work. No, that's a no, because no. I would like
it
to
is
have
a
the
it is a complete sentence. It does not require a because
no
behind it.
It's just no. So that anything work related that might come through the pipe is a no, because it's just no. Not that I don't love where I work or what I do, but just no. I gotta put the brakes somewhere on that. So otherwise, I really don't have anything to say no to as of right now. I mean, I'm gonna try not to overextend myself because I know that's never easy for me because I always like to be doing something and stretching it out, but I got to learn. It's not easy, but I got to try it.
It's a journey.
It's a journey. It's a
It's
journey
not
I've been
a
on
race.
for the last 5 years. So
It's not a race.
it's not. But what about you? What are you saying no to?
I'm saying no to giving people access to my life.
That's right.
Especially, I would say, especially people who either didn't already have access or lost access. You're not getting it back.
Oh,
I've
wow.
seen some things, and you know, especially around the time I lost my sister. You know, there were people who immediately sent me a message directly because I was asked to put that post up. That's nothing that I would normally,
Yeah.
have done. But people that saw the post, people that knew me, they either called or text or sent me a direct message. And then there were other people that just put stuff in the comments, But for those who's like, you have my real number, you know where I live, if you're privy to some of those things, and didn't reach out that way, it's like, you
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you,
Yeah.
but giving people access to me, I told you last month, I learned how to use my.
I mean, apparently they got a point to make on the street.
I learned how to use my do not disturb, and I have kept this up.
I know. I'm so proud of you. That's so
I
exciting.
kept this up, but it's for my favorites list,
Yeah.
which is incredibly small on my
Yes.
phone.
That I know for sure.
And it's also, restricted to a few apps, not every app. So there's some apps I never see a message from, unless I go in there, I will never see your notification. And that's fine with me. It's not that important, because if it was important, you know my number, you know where I live, you can reach me a different way. And if you don't try to reach me, it wasn't that important. I'll see it when I see it. It's a reason why you don't have my phone number. It's a reason why you're restricted to
Right.
or
Right.
whatever. It's a reason why you can only reach me there. I'm not giving access to you nowhere else. But then also people that lost access because we don't talk anymore for whatever reason. And I love when people say, I know we've grown apart. No, we didn't. We didn't grow apart. It was a direct violation. There was a reason, there was a situation, there was a circumstance, there was an event that caused the lack of communication. It's never going to be growing apart with me.
Yeah.
Because if I don't see you for 9 months,
when
I get in that pool,
it's like we pick up right where we left off.
Pick up right where we left. It's the same for all my friends that are actually friends. So I don't grow apart with people.
Right.
If you feel like we grew apart, no, it was a direct violation that caused this rift. And call it what it is. Call it what it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Call it what it is.
Yeah. Oof.
That's why you don't have access to me. Because it's something you did.
I'll drink to that.
I still got some.
Okay.
That's right.
Taste that chamomile in there. What about y'all that are watching?
I was like, feel free.
Feel free to chime in. I mean, we love talking to each other. This is wonderful, but feel free to chime in. Is there anything y'all are saying no to protect your peace?
Oh my goodness. What
are you pouring out? Like, come on. We love interactions. We love interactions. You know who I miss? I miss Bryson. She texted me a couple of days ago.
I always got a mission. Can't never just be, hey. No, I take that back. She does check on me. But this was a mission like, hey, you need to jump on this. It's like, I'm on break. I'm Okay, I'll look into it, but I'm on break. It was a legit reason though, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, there you go.
Bryson, Chrissy says she miss you.
I
I'm gonna
miss you,
let her know.
Bryson. I miss you, Bryson.
Mm-mm.
But so our this month is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month because our men folk out there, they deal with, believe it or not, y'all, men folk deal with mental health issues as well. Mental health matters.
Oh yeah.
And for some reason, whether it is a learned or it's a culture thing, men are told that they are not allowed to feel feelings and they need to keep it in here. And, if you show any kind of emotion, you're weak. And we're here to say that, no, you're not weak. You're not weak. It's quite the opposite, actually.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Somebody posted,
Mm-hmm.
somebody that you and I both know,
Oh, I'm listening.
posted a meme, and I took a snapshot of it because I wanted to bring it up. So hold on while I pull that up right here this quick. That's not it. So this person posted a meme that says, men suffer in silence so much it's got to be mentally exhausting. It's like one of those, like almost like the Twitter things, like they post and respond. And then this person beneath responded, most of the time when a man opens up to a woman, she will use that against him in the future when she's mad. Tell me this is not true. Ladies, please tell me that this is not a true thing. If a man opens up to you with his feelings to be vulnerable, that you're going to use that against him down the road. I would really like to believe that that's not true.
Yeah,
I mean, it's interesting because I'm like, I can imagine maybe in some relationships, sure. Let's see.
King Maurice. Hello, King. Welcome. He said
see, and I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that because why?
You know
if
what?
If you are in an emotionally mature relationship, you should be able to be vulnerable with each other and not hold that against each other. Because why should, us women, hello, Maurice. Thank you for joining us tonight. I like your profile picture. Anyway,
he's dapper.
I like the suit jacket. It's very dapper. But my thing is, everyone, like we mostly focus mental health. It seems to be very, I don't want to say just female oriented, but everyone just like, oh, it's normal for a woman to blah, 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 be like this. But the minute a man feels that type of way, all of a sudden it's like, whoa, why? But why?
I'm going to say this, erring on the side of caution here, because I've seen both sides and working in mental health and working as an advocate. It is important that we be honest that the conditioning and the learned behavior goes both ways. So if there are women who are doing that or exhibiting that behavior, it is obvious that they were raised in environments where that is something that was done. Most of us do what we see. We mirror behavior that we've been shown, whether it's positive or negative. So if there's a woman that is exhibiting that behavior, then she has learned to use that as a tool to get something. For a particular outcome, for a particular reason, or just out of ignorance. Because we hear comments all the time, and we realize immediately, okay, this is a lack of maturity. Okay, most of us were not taught how to have healthy relationships. We didn't see it. It wasn't discussed. And we go into every relationship carrying that trauma that we took from the last one. And it started with whatever was going on in our house. And it started with whatever was going on in their house, how they raised the children in the first place. So if you don't have that wisdom, if you don't have that maturity, if you don't have that guidance, then you're going to bleed all over people, right? We don't know how to create safe spaces for our friends or our children. We certainly won't know how to create a safe space in a relationship with someone of a different gender, right?
Yeah.
So creating those safe space, and that was actually one of my tips for later. Talking about, you just jumped way.
But I mean, I did because
I know.
because here's the thing, right? I did not listen. We all have our traumas. We all grew up with something. I did not grow. I'm like, I had my uncle as a father figure. I did not have my father around. I did not have my mother around. Right. I was raised by my grandmother, who immigrated here from the Middle East, and my uncle. Right. I was very blessed that I had that love, but I didn't have that example of what a healthy relationship would be. Fast forward, I chose to break that cycle. Right. And I understand not everybody is on that where they're like, I want to break the cycle. I want to do better. But to Maurice's point here, because some women lack accountability and are okay. And I get that. And I think that works both ways. Right. But my thing is, if you're going to be in a relationship with somebody, especially if they're being vulnerable with you, you have to have that balance. It has to be equal, right? Because why is it like, and this is not me bashing. I mean, I'm a woman, right? I'm not bashing. We're focusing on our men this month, right? But my thing is, as a woman, why are we so sometimes emotionally dependent on our man? But then the minute our man needs to be emotionally dependent on us, we're like, okay, no, man up. I don't do that. But there are still women out there that do that. There are still relationships and partners that do that. And I don't get it, because all you're doing is forming an emotional disconnection from your partner. And when you start forming that emotional disconnection, that's when the cheating happens. That's when they leave. That is when it's like, enough is enough. So then you can't come back and say, well, my man cheated on me. Why though? Were you emotionally connected? Were you there for him when he came to you being vulnerable?
You're preaching good right now.
You know what I'm saying? Like when he came to you and he was vulnerable, were you there for him? Did you give him that shoulder to cry on, that whatever to lean on? Or were you just looking at him like, oh my gosh, why are you being like that?
And that, oh my gosh, is part of the stigma. And that goes back to that learned behavior. Because what were you taught about men who show that? Who show their feelings?
Absolutely. And that aggravates me. I'm very aggravated right now. Okay. I'm pouring out aggravation. Here we go.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Because it is so, it needs to be destigmatized. And I know we've touched on this probably on a show previous years or whatever, but I'm bringing up when we have, and again, I'm bringing this up, school shootings. The person behind the gun is usually a man, a white man who has mental health issues, usually coming from a pretty well-off family at that has access to these guns and these situations. So we're not, so they're not getting it from home. So it's also a cultural thing, but then it's just like a gender thing. And I don't get that. Like, I don't understand why why we expect our men to be like macho caveman. I protect family. I get, no.
That is what
partnership. It is a partnership.
That is what society teaches. That is what is in the media. That is in our entertainment. This is the lesson that boys are taught as
and it's
toddlers, and it sticks. You know. But I thought that was interesting with the quote that you read. But I got stats.
Of course you do.
The biggest causes of mental health illnesses in men, and they broke it down with these percentages. 32% was work pressure. 31% was finances. 23% was their own health. There was nothing in there about women or relationships or marriage.
No, but here's what I'll tell you. Those are all indirectly related. They're all indirectly related because
you got to work.
Are expected to be the provider. You're expected to pay the bills. You're expected to put money or put food on the table. You're expected to do A, B, C, D.
And if you're doing all of that, it's affecting your body.
Right.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
It's affecting your body. It's affecting your mental health. And indirectly, it's going to affect your relationships, whether that's friendships, romantic relation, whatever, because I don't understand why as society we put so much pressure, and that is a learned thing. I mean, and that's happened for years. That's the thing, right? Like, that's what, exactly like you said, what we're taught. Like, the boys go out, they make the money, they're the heads of the household, and the women, they make the babies and they cook and they, cater to their man. And it's like, where's the happy medium? It's a partnership. It's a 50-50. It's, yes, you want to be able to, my big thing is just that emotional support, being emotionally supportive for each other, because the minute you disconnect from that, you're screwed.
And there's a few reasons why we need to destigmatize this area. Men are 4 times more likely to die by suicide. And they make up 80% of all suicides. 80%.
That's crazy.
And I got to throw out the 988 National Suicide Hotline now, the number. You can dial
988, y'all.
You can dial 911. You can dial 988.
Hurry before it goes away. Or gets defunded. That's a whole different show. Talk about that another time.
Yeah. If you don't want to talk to somebody directly and you're more comfortable texting, you can text 74141 to the text crisis line and get some help. 40% of men have never spoken to anyone about their mental health. Now that goes back to the stigma. That goes back to learned behavior. That goes back to feeling like you don't have a safe space. Never spoken to anyone about their mental health. 1 in 10 men experience depression or anxiety, but less than half receive treatment. That's huge. That's a big number. Anxiety is also the most common mental health condition. If you're looking at the list of what people are getting the most treatment.
I'm yelling at my husband right now as we speak because I'm on the podcast and I asked him to take the damn dogs out.
Oh my God. He is under pressure right now.
Oh, he's under pressure to let the dogs out. Give me a whole break. Listen.
Oh my
Give
goodness.
me a break.
Y'all are
anyway,
hilarious.
We're trying to have a serious conversation and you just interrupted. Please continue. Listen. Y'all, me and him have been together.
About anxiety.
Years, so we're doing something right.
Anxiety being the most common mental health condition. 1 in 5 people experience a mental health illness each year. That's 1 in 5. But men of color are at a greater risk. And I'm sure you'll hear more about that next month. Because next month is National Minority Mental Health Awareness Month. So you'll hear about that next month. But men of color are at a greater risk for mental illness. Those were some pretty scary statistics.
Yeah, it is very scary.
And that was just a handful I wanted to share. The last one that I saw, every 60 minutes, 60 men die by suicide.
That's crazy.
Every 60 minutes, 60 men die by suicide.
If I'm doing my math, that's 1 per minute.
You are doing the correct math. Your math is mathing.
My math is mathing? Okay, good, because I'm not so good at math. But
yeah. So this month raises awareness about the challenges that men face and encourages open conversation. Thank you for chiming in, King Maurice. And also promotes, I love this term, help-seeking behaviors, because I don't remember seeing that prior to last year. Help-seeking behaviors broken down is 1, recognizing the problem, 2, deciding to seek help, and 3, actually seeking help.
Yes.
Because if you don't think and nothing is wrong, you're not going to go out and look for support. Going back to this comment from Maurice about women refusing to admit when they're not right about a subject or a situation. If they feel like they right and they've never been taught anything different, they're not going to be open.
Right.
They're not going to be open to a perspective shift. You know, when you've been taught the same thing all the time, this is it. This is what you know. This is what you know. This is what you saw. This is what you grew up with. This is how you were raised.
And just know it's not probably just when it's in relationships. Like it could be friendships too. You know what I mean? So it's just that's just how they're programmed.
And it's also not exclusive to mental health, you know. But I remember when I first started dating, you know, one of the biggest fights was always about money and who was paying. Because I was raised that the man pays, and that I should have tip money and bus fare or cab fare in case he acted a fool. But if he wanted to see me and spend time with me, he's obviously he's paying for everything. And I was dating somebody who was not taught anything in regards to dating. So when the bill came, it was like, all right, what we doing? I got the tip. What you mean? What we doing? What you mean? What we doing? But it was a constant battle that went on for decades. Okay. Until we finally got to the root of this is how I was taught.
Yeah.
And I wasn't taught nothing.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, so okay. Okay. So let's make up some new rules. You know, because the rules that we've been playing by are not working. They're not even to the same game. It's not even the same game that we're playing here. But that's just one example of this is what I know. This is what I know. Or I don't know anything over here. But I know I don't like that. I don't like that because that sets me up to be responsible every time. You know, so do you want a date or do you want a dependent?
Yeah. You know, and that's interesting because I was kind of raised the same way, like the man always pays. But as I've gotten older, I mean, I don't know because, you know, I'm all about going Dutch. Like if you want to go 50-50, I'm fine with that. If you want to treat, great, I'll treat whatever. Like I don't know. I guess I don't set that expectation. It's nice
different when you're married.
No, this is even before I was married. You know, this is even before I was married. You know what I mean? Like I had that expectation until a certain point. And then, you know, when you start to see that when you're with somebody that they don't necessarily have a stable job, but they still want to give you like, they still want to wine and dine you. And I'm the type of person, I'm not a materialist. So I'm like, listen, like, I don't need to be wine and dined. Like, we can order a pizza and stay home and watch a movie. You know, I don't need to go to fancy dinner.
I'll do the wine.
I'll be the wine.
You can dine.
I mean,
you do the dine.
That is the after-hour show, ma'am.
Oh. Oh, see, where's your mind, Chrissy? That is not what I said.
You know what I mean? But like my thing is,
I can take care of this part. You can take care of that
right,
part.
Right. And I
don't have to have appetizers and dessert every time.
Right.
You know, we go out. I can eat Chick-fil-A, you know, or
I can have McDonald's. I mean, hell, McDonald's is even getting expensive. Man, ain't no 99-cent menu over there anymore. But
you know,
right. But you know what I mean?
It doesn't have to be Red Lobster every time it goes.
I know. And I feel like a lot of women still hold that expectation on men. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, what as a man, what are you exuding for her to think that? If anything. If not, then she's just materialistic.
Then
if you're exuding that presence, right.
You need to have a conversation.
Then you need to have that conversation.
Pissed about it and not actually coming to some type of term. You just took me back. What was that last year when they were talking about the Cheesecake Factory on the first date?
Oh, cheesecake. Listen.
Do you know that was like a once a year treat?
Do you know that's where I bringing up this statistic My husband and I went to the Cheesecake Factory for our first date, and here we are 22 damn years later. So, ladies, yes, the
Do the
Cheesecake
math.
Factory is acceptable for a
Do
first
the
date.
math. But just thinking about 18-year-olds at the Cheesecake Factory, that was like $100 bill.
Well,
for 2 people. For somebody
that's
might have been
expensive.
making minimum wage, at the
Right.
time. That was expensive. That was like you
Right.
go on your birthday.
Right.
You
That's a
know,
special
Red
occasion.
Lobster anniversary, Cheesecake
Yeah.
Factory birthday.
Hell, Olive Garden even used to
Carson's.
be like,
Yes. Look, I went to Olive Garden on a Valentine's Day in limousine
ooh,
many many years ago. This was fast. This was fancy. Don't ask me questions. But just thinking back,
I have
yes,
so many, many questions.
after show. But limousine, Olive Garden. I mean, red dress with the poof and the candy apple red Mary Jane's.
Oh,
Baby,
my
that was
goodness.
Valentine's Day. Listen, but yeah, Carson's Ribs anniversary once a year. Those were once a year visits. So you talk about a first date at Cheesecake Factory.
Yes.
Did he say put out? Because yes, exactly, Vic.
Yeah.
Never mind 18.
But see, then that's the other thing. Right. And I know we're getting totally off topic here, but then setting that expectation,
very much
if the man pays, then are you as a woman expected to put out?
Oh, that's a different topic.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's all these expectations that
in the vein of money, finances, 31%.
Yeah.
You know, this is the biggest cause of mental health conditions. 31% was about finances. So think about that. Dating someone starting at 16, because that was my age. Starting at 16, technically, trying to treat when you're making minimum wage.
Yeah.
When you're working at Wendy's, but trying to take her to Olive Garden, I mean, or Cheesecake Factory, or Carson's Ribs, and you working in the office, if you're lucky to do something like that and not fast food, but those expectations that start so early create all these barriers, these fights, these arguments, this stress on our body and our health that we just carry, and we carry it into the next relationship and the next relationship.
Absolutely.
And the next relationship, and then it becomes Cheesecake Factory's first date.
Yeah,
you didn't even start with coffee. It wasn't even Starbucks. Shoot, that's $20.
I swear. That's goes for Vic. I would say 49 with these women in this house. Love you all though. Goes for Vic. I would say 49.7%. I don't understand what that means.
He's saying that's how much contributes to his mental health.
49.7%.
Not 31, 49.7. That's almost half. Add 0.2 for when her friend comes by and she needs lemon cake. See,
he does. That's a funny thing.
Or big bowl. Like, just go on the 49.9 for when her friend comes by.
It doesn't count with you because
you
can do no wrong.
There's an expectation.
There's none because
there's an expectation.
It's it's Angel. What the hell? Come on. It's like
but he also knows the Angel is hungry when Angel comes by. She drove an hour. She wants lemon cake.
Right.
He knows.
Oh my God.
Donuts must be involved in this situation.
Oh my land.
Yeah, but that's a reality. All these things factor into our mental health.
Right.
Even though we were I love it.
Yeah.
But even if we were raised this way,
right.
And we have these expectations that we put on other people.
Oh, Lord have mercy. You know what?
Well, we put these expectations on other people.
You see what I have to deal with,
undue stress. You stress. Well, we're causing undue stress, and we're not talking about it because there's the stigmas in place that keep us doing the same thing, and taking the same trauma into the next relationship, into the next job, into the next friendship,
into
every family reunion.
And then when do you break that cycle? When do you say enough is enough and say, nope,
I can't do
moving
this.
on. Yeah.
You know, and explain why I can't do this.
Right.
I know y'all want me to pay for all the beverages every family reunion, but I don't work at that job I used to work at.
Right.
You know, or my mama retired now, or so and so died. They used to do that. I'm not picking that up, you know, but conversations that people need to have. Or even in the work situation, if you're always the one that's doing the most and other people just show up and get paid.
Mm-hmm.
And the project is supposed to be a group project turns into your project because it's done a certain way, because it's your name on it, and I'll just take care of it.
Right.
And now nobody has to do anything. When you go to the next job, you're gonna take that same behavior into the next job, and you're stressed. You're stressing out your family. Your kids can't stand to be around you because you grouchy all the time. Your man ain't getting none. You know. What are we doing?
Yeah. So, gentlemen, please know that it's okay to talk about your feelings. It's okay to go to therapy. It's okay to be vulnerable. If anything, this show is a safe space. 100%. You got an issue. We have a DM. You know what I mean? Like, we are a safe space.
And know that you are the example. You know, you're creating the blueprint for the next generation, for 100%. Your core circle, because they're going to watch you. And if you do something different, they're going to do something different. If it's okay for you, it's going to be okay for other people. My self-care tip that Chrissy kind of alluded, or
sorry.
So it's fine. Create safe spaces for conversation without judgment. That is my challenge for you this month, in whatever circle you're at: work, school, family, church, friendship, loved ones, time with your honey bun, sweetie pie, smoochie, whatever. Create a safe space, especially, I'll add this, especially if you don't understand.
Oh, especially if you don't
learn how to listen without judging, and fix your face.
Yes.
Because your face listens differently than you do. Because if somebody's talking and you said, I'm listening, go ahead. This is a safe space. It don't feel. And you say, how long you been feeling like that? It's not a safe space. Fix your face. Create safe spaces for conversation without judgment, especially when you don't understand.
And stay present. Don't be like, yeah. Oh no, you don't. You really? No.
Active listening.
Repeat
it back. Ask for clarification. Ask questions. Fix your face.
Yes.
That's my challenge. That's my challenge for the month. Do you have a tip or a challenge for our people?
Oh, I mean, my challenge would be to openly communicate more with your partner, with your friends, with whatever. Openly communicate. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Because the only way to break a stigma is to just bring it up. Like, talk about it. Because the more we don't talk about it, the more stigmatized it's going to be, and the more our men are going to suffer in silence. And nobody deserves to suffer in silence, right? So I challenge you to be vulnerable, communicate, find one person that you feel that you can start being vulnerable with or openly communicate. It doesn't have to be a partner. It doesn't have whoever in your life that you feel can be your safe space. Start there. Start there and then grow it out. That's my challenge.
Even if it's scary.
Yes, even if it's scary. Just
do it afraid.
And then
choose wisely.
Yes.
Choose that person wisely, though. because we put expectations on people, and everybody doesn't have the capacity to hold
This is true.
what you're trying to pour out. So
This is
be
true.
be very discerning in who you choose to make your one person
Mm-hmm.
to share that
Absolutely.
with. You said start small. Start with one thing. Just
Start
share
with-
one challenge.
Yes.
One challenge you're dealing with right now.
Yep.
Talk it out
And then build from there.
and build from there.
Okay. Well, there you go. All right. Well, thank you all the gentlemen that joined us tonight. I'm very excited to see that. Thank you,
Gentlemen.
gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Next month we are bringing up what Angel said earlier.
It is National Minority Mental Health Month. It is also
Oh, she's got an also. You know what?
Social
Somebody
Wellness
goes to the
Month.
dang calendar.
Social Wellness Month. It is also National Bereaved Parents Month. And one that really caught my eye, awareness about alopecia for women.
Oh, interesting.
Because the effect on mental health when you start losing your hair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we will pick one of those and we will stick with it
You
as the
just
main
never
topic.
know.
We'll,
You don't know what we're going to talk about.
We'll sprinkle some other stuff in there. You just never know. It's a mixed bag. We don't have a date as of yet, but potentially the first week. I mean, we've been doing the first week. Potentially, it's the
Yes, you'll get it.
You'll find out. Follow us on all of our social medias, and you'll find out. Right there, you go.
Oh. Also,
uh-oh.
I just saved that, right? We Maurice didn't tell us. Not that Maurice.
A different we have another Maurice.
But you can catch Mentali-Tea all the month of June on your cable networks this month. And these are, let me see, this was the premiere, season 2 premiere. It's being shown over again, but you can catch it on Can TV. But it was some other channels that were listed on that post. So follow Mentali-Tea, and we'll make sure that post goes back up so you can see where you can catch us.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
You got it, because I just saved the flyer. So I
Can TV.
Where else?
That's TV 19. So on Can TV channel 19. Also, you can find it on Comcast, AT&T, RNC, and WOW.
There you go. That's what I was looking for.
Wow.
So you can catch us on the big screen this month. So if you missed the premiere last month, you can catch the premiere again on the big screen.
Yep. Well, this has been wonderful. Thank you again, gentlemen, for joining us this evening. We love you all. Remember our challenges, and we'll see you next month.
See you next month.
Bye.